Hello everyone, this is Staretra and I'm bringing you a kind of new type of video. This is sort of a tip video, but it's to showcase how much gold you can make from 1 hour of fishing in Dreamlight Valley. Now I'm gonna speed this video up, but I will show you the totals of how much I make in an hour. So stick around. First and foremost, before we start to fish, I'm going to actually make a bunch of fruitcake so that I can not have to travel too far to get my energy back. So let's make us some fruitcake. Okay, welcome to the experiment. The experiment happens to be fishing for an hour wherever I want in the zones and seeing how much money I can make. Now, money seems to be going relatively quick when you open up zones, when you have to open up the wells, when you open up goofy stalls. The things that you want to purchase in the store cost quite a bit of money. So trying to be as efficient as possible and make money in pretty much any farming game that I like is one of the paramount things that I like to focus on. So I had just opened up the Forgotten Land, so I haven't really done the well or the shop up there yet. So I'm ignoring it completely. And the rest of this is just farming in the other zones. Let's see what we can do. Well, as you can see, I've sped up the video so that we're not really watching a whole entire hour of me fishing all of these zones. The one thing that I found annoying about doing this is that all of the companions / villagers kept coming up, particularly ones that I had quests on, and just like always following me. It's a little annoying, but that's alright. The parameters of this experiment were very few. I knew I wanted to do a whole hour of fishing. It was non-stop, and just see how much gold it made me. I chose to not take a fishing companion with me because that while it could boost the amount of money that I made from the fishing, I wanted to just see the base level of what I could make without the fishing companion. Now I do have a level 10 fishing companion and it happens to be Goofy, so maybe I'll do the next experiment with him with me and see how much I make. The next thing that I chose is to fish in whichever zones that I wanted, and I chose 4 major zones, and that was Dazzle Beach, Frosted Heights, the Glade of Trust, and Sunlit Plateau. And the reason that I chose these zones, one, Dazzle Beach has quite a bit of seafood like shrimp that can spawn. The Glade has tuna, and so does Sunlit Plateau. They have tuna, but Sunlit Plateau and Frosted Heights has a chance to do salmon, and in Frosted Heights they have a chance to drop the sturgeon, and these fish sell for quite a bit of money. The only other parameter that I gave myself was that I needed to fish all the available nodes before moving on, and I say available because they're at this point in my game, there's still not enough of the zone open. For instance, in the Glade of Trust, there are still mushrooms blocking the other side, and in order to get back and forth from there, you have to, move your well back and forth over there, and I think that would take too much time out of the hour parameter that I gave myself. Now, there were ways that I could be more efficient. For instance, I was failing a little bit on the actual fishing node. Instead of waiting for it to be green, I got a little fast and clicked it, and obviously ended that fishing and had to redo it. But I also didn't maneuver myself fast enough in front of the node, so when I would fish it out, it would miss the node entirely. Now, on a normal day, that's really nothing to worry about, because you do actually get items out, just like fish and seaweed. But for the sake of this experiment, that was a little frustrating. Another way that I could have been more efficient is just ignore all the puzzle pieces and let them sit there. Instead, I got them, and it took, probably like a good 5 minutes out of my time, because you have to wait for the puzzle pieces to come up and everything. I wasn't too bothered by it. And then lastly is clearing the path before I started. There was a few night thorns that were in the way, which in the Glade of Trust, that ended up giving me the collect the 10 coins and you get the chest, and instead of ignoring it, I just went ahead and did it, because hello, I like gold. That's the whole point of the experiment. But other than that, it has been great, a great experiment. And I guess the next one I'm going to probably do is mining to see how much I can make. It's going to be a little bit harder because I don't actually have everything open, and I might wait until everything's open to do that one. And doing the mining and the fishing experiment with level 10 mining and fishing companions to see how much more money we get. I'm going to guess at least half to 100% more money, because of the fact that they give so many gems and so many fish. But we shall see. One last thing about this, I did actually go ahead and use 12 fruitcakes in order to do this entire experiment, which could have been more had I spent less time with the puzzle pieces. But I just wanted to clarify how many fruitcakes I used. I didn't use all the ones that I made, but if you're gonna do a whole hour of fishing, shoot for 12 to 15 fruitcakes. Okay, alright, so I just spent 60 minutes fishing. Let's see how much we made. $42,600 gold coins for an hour of fishing. An hour of fishing. Okay, everyone, now that you've seen that we have made 42,000 gold coins just from 1 hour of fishing, let's see what your timing is. Without a companion, see how many you can get in 15 minutes and multiply by 4 and tell me. Please, I'm interested. Have you done any experiments like this? Well, that's why I'm here, doing them for you so you don't have to. please remember to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.